Now we're recording.
Arr.
What are you doing?
What is who doing?
She's doing the intro, but it's silent. But she isn't on push to talk anyway, so I don't think it matters. Rebecca, it, it's, you need to tell me now. Did the meal make you? Is the meal done something to you there? That makes sense. Quite literally, she's. I would say she's acting like I was on that energy drink on Wednesday, but she's actually managing to sit still for the most part. So at least she's got that over me. I'm Did I tell you about that? Like, I know Dion knows about that. I know you know about that because I read about it earlier. Did I tell you two about that, Santa and Rana?
No.
I had an energy drink on Wednesday, like one of these small little can energy drinks called, I think, like Boss something. And I thought, oh yeah, it's a small one, it's cheap, it won't be that bad. I could not sit still and I was shaking around, going between ultimate highs of my body could not stop to me falling asleep on the table, just like as just dipping in and out.
Oof.
Turns out the energy drink had 5 times the normal energy of a normal energy drink in it. Like Kai quite literally said my eyes were pinned.
Yeah.
It
We
was,
call that a heart stopper.
yeah. I'm surprised I didn't actually have chest pains from that. Like, apparently I'm not allowed energy drinks, but I'm definitely not allowed that one anymore. Meanwhile, Dion just stole all the caffeine energy drink, well, the coffee energy drinks.
He said I could have them.
He did. Like, they were just free, so you went, they're free, are they? To be fair, you didn't have them all. You did pass them off to Kai.
Yeah, and I've still got some in the thingy, in the fridge.
At least, you're spacing them out. I won't. Speaking of which, if I'm a bit refluxy, it's because I got a can of Coke with my meal, so I'm having that. Coke does not taste right after you haven't had it for a bit. Either way, greetings everyone, welcome back to the Devil Darlings. I had to take a pause then because I almost said Dark Tides of Runeterra. Wrong game. Sorry, we just had someone else come into the room then. I didn't know if they were picking up on mic. Thank you, Rebecca, for closing the door. Wow. You close the door as soon as Emma tries coming in. Hi. Okay. We've lost Rebecca for a couple of minutes. She's been dragged in the other room. So, while that's happening, I can give a recap of what happened last time because it's been
Which game is this again?
Devil Darlings.
Okay, just making sure that you've got it certified in your head.
Yeah, so last time on the Dark Tides of Runeterra. So, last time on Devil Darlings. You all managed to basically you all decided, yes, it's time to get to the ziggurat. You all headed there. You found living suits of armor that were non-hostile towards you. Uh, I believe they were communicating first with either Allo or Miasma. No, wait, was it Trickstem they were communicating with first? Why do you have a bottle of wine?
There's a lot that I'm going to be able to animate in this episode.
She just tried to hide the bottle of wine behind her back and then just shouted, "Oh no, it's open." Yeah, that's because they've been drinking from it. Either way, you all got to the ziggurat. You found living suits of armor that were friendly. As you communed the importance of what was happening, you were all led down to what seemed to be a large crystalline structure in the middle, where the Goliath was sleeping, the leader of this team. The one that had been placed in there to keep the island stable before it crashed into the sea. You all decided that the best thing to do would be to wake them up and switch. The Goliath with the changeling, who is now a ragdoll. Unfortunately, Allo forgot the ragdoll, which we found out only after communicating with Smithy to try and figure out how things are doing, and saw him in the background. Yeah, to be fair, everyone forgot it, but Allo were the one that went back to grab him and came back. And we ended it with you pressing the button and it slowly opening, but something else I forgot that happened before that is Codi, Una, and the Shadow Mother having a bit of a nice discussion, which was revealed later on to be the fact that the Shadow Mother had trusted Una to find a replacement for her, so to take over her place. And Una has entrusted that to Codi. Yeah, again, for better or worse, I guess, but still, that's a thing. Also, I've got to try something right now, because... Give me a sec. Testing,
I don't know what
testing, testing. Is that better? Am
Co-
I coming through a bit louder now? Go on, Dion.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Cody's gonna be an awesome leader.
Never better than me.
Well, you're a dictator, not a leader.
I prefer authoritarian overlord, dark lord.
Oof.
Still a dictator.
Yes, well, you're a dick.
I saw that, Rebecca. You
I'm a
almost
hater.
choked on a prawn cracker from that. Yes, something else that's been a long time, even longer than the last Devil Early session. I'm actually in the same room as Rebecca. So if if Trickstem tries to say something, it doesn't come through, and then I have to say something, it's because she's on push to talk and I need to remind her constantly. That's why she's been silent, I think.
I
Okay, so you have all pressed, well, you pressed the button, Cody, I believe. And I
Hi.
said that the crystalline lid started to lift up as a mist started to pour out. This coffin, I'd say, well, like a sarcophagus thing, it's not fully vertical, but it's more vertical than horizontal. So I'd say like going from the top to it's falling backwards, 15-degree angle, something like that. So as it opens, the lid flies upwards, the mist pours out, and through the mist you see two large hands just grasp either side as you hear groans from within.
Big lady.
Very big lady. In fact, if I recall right, the tallest person here in the party is either Trickstem or Miasma at this point. I believe it's Miasma actually.
Yes,
They
miasma.
are like basically if you took Miasma and then stacked both Allo and Cody on top of Miasma's head, they're roughly that size. Allo is now Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs, Cocoa Puffs.
There's a reference there and I'm not getting it.
There's not a reference, we're just imagining things.
Okay. So, you see this large lady just slowly hoist herself out from the sarcophagus. You feel like you hear a few pops and cracks. Probably she's just basically getting her limbs working again. It has been quite some millenniums.
Just kind of looks like, hi.
Ugh. What time is it already?
2 o'clock on a Wednesday.
You're gonna have to be more specific. Which Wednesday?
This Wednesday.
You just see like a deep sigh. The voices got very weird on those inanimate suits. Oh,
No.
someone's waking me up.
We
Hold
have. Hello.
You just see like the hand just start to wave away the fog and just look down at you.
I'll try to look as adorable as possible.
Uylz will also try to look as adorable as possible, and by that I mean derpy gecko mode.
Allo just looks at both of them.
So I've been awakened by 2 kobolds, a tall cat, looks to Trickstem. God damn it! Rebecca, if you're going to be doing those kind of things, we need a face cam on you. Just describe the actress Trickstem is doing there, if you're doing that. No, I mean over voice chat.
Trickstem will be doing cute faces to look cute and innocent with his hands under his chin.
Trickstem, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's just
Trying to
That's
be
disturbing.
nice.
That is
You're
disturbing.
disturbed.
What? How dare you? Cody, Trickstem's being mean to me.
He's always mean to you.
I know! What have I ever done? It's not like I beat him up before.
I mean, you kind of have.
Yeah.
So let me just. 2 kobolds, a large cat, someone who thinks he's Fabio, and 2 Namr.
You know what we are.
I mean, I saw the blueprints for you.
Blueprints?
I believe that you're still the children of the Shadow Mother?
Kinda.
Yeah, back when, well, the whole god situation. How long's it been? Is the god still a thing?
Oh, yeah, no.
Little. I mean, Shadow Mama's not a god anymore.
Yeah, and then the big golden dude was separated, so that now there's 2 of them. But one kept the asshole personality. The other one's relatively nice. Also, there's an ice cream wizard now. I don't know if he's technically a god, but he should be.
Ice cream
Ice
wizard.
cream is amazing.
Ice cream wizard. She is going to roll something for that. 1d20 plus 1. She doesn't have the best when it comes to remembering history. Doesn't ring a
Well,
bell.
She's been asleep for the majority of it, so I wonder why.
Heaven help if the ice cream wizard's that old.
Who
God.
knows? Who knows?
Either way,
Maybe back then he was the gelato wizard.
your stay here's over.
What do you mean my stay here's over?
There's someone to ice.
She just pauses for a second and looks down at you. It's like, so you mean my replacement has finally come?
Yeah.
Yes. It took him a while, and by a while I mean 200, 100 years.
He became a crazy dictator. We had to knock some sense into him, and now he's here.
Yeah, he also doesn't look anything like you remember him looking, but don't worry, he's still an asshole.
She just looks up, just pondering. It's like, okay, what was the rota we were supposed to do? We're supposed to be switching off every 10 years.
Oh,
yeah.
This thing going.
It's been more than 10 years.
It's been like I've been through more than 10 reincarnations, so it's been longer than 10 years.
Oh, way longer than 10 years.
Oh yeah, like
How much longer?
Well, if you multiply 10 by 10 and then continue to do so, around that area, like at least in the hundreds.
So what you're saying is, those that I called my friends kind of screwed me over and left me in the fridge.
Well, some of them didn't have a choice. One did, and that would be he points to the ragdoll, and he's taking your spot. But to my understanding, the others were corrupted and tricked. Well, I don't know about the religious
Oh,
one. I don't
okay,
remember if they
okay.
were.
So Smitty kind of lost himself a little bit. Got a spike put in his head by that one. So that when he tried to do the right thing, the spike went in, and then he was mind controlled.
Dogman.
Smitty's short.
The Dogman was the poster child for why. Also, Schmitty's not a gnome anymore. But the Dogman was the poster child for why you shouldn't do steroids.
He took loads of corruption juice and became literally a walking. Well, not even walking. He kind of fused into a building.
He became architecture.
And then the religious one just kind of went crazy with immortality and god complex.
Well, he's
I think
currently a
the
crown.
religious one kind of no. The religious one kind of disappeared. And all that was left was his crown, and they were trying to put his crown on someone else to bring him back.
Oh, wait, was the crown not the real? I thought that was the religious person.
I mean, I've got the crown.
Oh, okay. But at the same time, though, like they were also tricked, if I remember correctly, like mutual
They
quotation sarcastic friends.
They weren't really bad people.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he was. The changeling was an asshole. He's the one that tricked them all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like the cult were really bad people.
Okay.
But
this is a lot of information here. Give me a moment.
Yeah, no, you've got a moment.
So.
Take all the time you need, but we really need to throw him in that chamber before the island sinks.
Oh, that is a. She looks back at the chamber. It's like we should probably have like 15 minutes before that starts reacting to me not being in there anymore.
So do we just put him in there, or like do we have to plug him in? How do we do this?
This is one thing I need to question right now. You're saying that my replacement is a doll.
Well, I mean, he's alive.
Dolls aren't alive. Dolls are dolls.
He's got a soul.
She's just gonna walk past you all. Luckily, the mist is covering up her modesty.
Not that us would even care.
That is fair. Trickstem just looks over. It's like,
I don't think anybody in this party is gonna care.
I love the fact that. Okay, I need to question now, Rebecca. Is this what happens when you're at home and we're doing a session? Like you just keep doing this body language?
See, season 2, we need to do face cams, not for the videos, but for each other.
Sometimes, she said.
Unfortunately, I do a face cam.
BRB.
All right. So she'll just like walk past and just look down at this ragdoll and just pick it up. Just shakes it a bit. It's a doll.
He's in there.
Just shakes it again. It's like, do I need to
Just
tear him apart into spit cheeks to get him out?
No, I think that would cause some unaliveness unless he's not alive anymore.
No,
which makes it concerning.
Hold on. Uylz is going to go to the back of the doll, and he is going to proceed to open up his bag, and he is going to start rummaging through. Let's see. We got a knife. We got a needle. Oh, here we go. Metal pole.
You just like hear us like muttering from the corner of the mouth of her. Don't you dare!
It's gonna happen if you don't start.
I mean, if it's just a doll, and it's not gonna mind if I put a metal pole up it like a puppet.
What do I look like? The red-skinned one over there? Don't you
Oh,
dare!
good. There we go. Told you he was alive, says Uylz, putting back the metal pole.
She's gonna. Just Rebecca getting up and shutting the middle door after that. She's just gonna look to the right door. That voice does sound familiar. A bit more worn, but wait. This is gonna be another little insight. Let's see. No.
It's your bastard changeling friend.
She is groggy as all.
Oh yeah, no, like imagine the best way to describe it is imagine you've slept for over half a day and then people just keep trying to give you lore dumps and
Yeah.
you can hardly
Yeah.
process it. It's that. Just
Basically every day with me.
Just kind of there, like, it's your bastard changeling friend.
He
Why is it
kind of
ta-
sort of unalived, and then Uylz
So
reincarnated him.
look, he's paying for his crimes currently, but he did a lot of bad things, and now he's ready to make up for them.
just lets you all looks to the ragdoll. Is this true? And the changeling ragdoll just stammers like, that good and evil's
Oh.
usually from like a certain point of view, obviously.
You murdered a bunch of people and tried to steal their souls.
And then you tried to sink the island.
Yeah, also you're working with a demon.
Yeah.
She
No
looks,
lying, right? Zone of truth.
she looks to the ragdoll changeling, looks to you all, looks back to this thing. So, my new friends here. How long would you say would be a good sentence here? I was in there for the tens over the tens over the tens over the tens over the tens. How about we go for the
Right.
20s over the 20s over the 20s over the 20s over the 20s here?
Forever.
Sure. I mean, he's a doll. I don't think he ages. So, and even then, you didn't age a single day. But like, plus he's got immortality. So, yeah,
So what you're
quite a
saying
while.
is infinite battery.
I wouldn't say infinite, but I'd say incredibly long lasting. Probably
Uh,
longer than our lifetimes.
Probably long enough for you to have children, and then have children's and children's and children's. A lot of children.
You know, I probably do have children
uh,
after some years.
only if it's by adoption. I don't like the idea of that.
Apology.
It's fine, no worries about it. Weren't that many people with my kind of mindset back in the days, I assume. I don't know if things have changed. She's just like walking with the ragdoll in her arms towards the chamber. The
See,
ragdoll's there.
beholders have it easy. They don't have to do that. They just dream. And then out pops a baby beholder.
Oh yeah, no, there was a whole rumor about that kind of thing back when I was just about to be sealed in. Something about a
Yeah.
beholder dreamed about people, and then there was little people wandering around with one eye. I don't know if
Oh,
Fran
wow.
ever gave of that.
You are going to have a hell of a time exploring.
I assume so. I mean,
Yeah.
There are a lot more of us up above ground now.
yeah, as I was saying, you guys weren't a thing back when I went in. You were a concept design, in progress.
Well, we exist now.
Indeed. One moment. She's just gonna yeet the ragdoll into the chamber.
And Mom's a bitch.
I'm assuming this guy has given you all some hassle. Yes?
Tried turning into us.
Which
He
one
turned
of
into a dragon and shot acid at me.
out of all of you, which one has he done the most dirty to?
Mm.
That's a
Um,
good question.
I mean, unless you all just want to go for it at the same time, I'll allow that as well, I guess. I was just wondering
Alright.
who should push the button.
I mean, he almost killed me. You know what? You know what? No. There is one that he did do the dirtiest. Una,
Una just
you
looks
wanna
up.
you wanna push the button?
I want to do something before I do so.
What?
She's just gonna walk over, just slowly scale the sarcophagus till she's like face to face with the changeling. She's gonna give him the middle claw and then hop on the button. And you just hear his last words before it's sealed up just being like, charming. And then lid seals down and you see it fill with mist until you can no longer see the changeling within.
We're demons. There's nothing charming about us.
I mean, you're a charming individual.
Oh, I think that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Go fuck yourself.
Fuck you too.
Now that that's done, and that's all out the way. Cody, you're getting picked up.
Put my weight on, but I'm just like, eh.
You're putting your weight on.
No, I don't put
Oh,
my weight
okay.
on.
She just picks you up.
Just kind of
It's just like starts to turn you in her hands, just expecting, being like,
Yeah.
"Huh, I see.
I'm
You're a lot fuzzier than the designs were.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Long tail." Just tosses you up and down a little bit, and being like, "Oh, weight's fine as well."
as she says that, as I come back down, I put my full weight on.
Yeah, she struggles a bit. It's like, "Oh!" And then you see her body glow with a kind of energy as she straightens back up as she's holding you.
Cody, don't break her back.
Ah, see, she was on about that, adding that in as it started off as a joke and then it had practical designs at the end of it.
This is demeaning.
I mean, to be fair, it was to stop people from abducting your kind easily.
Doesn't stop him.
No, that's because I don't know. A lot of your kind seem to. Forgive me if I'm wrong with this. This is just hypothesis. I was never really good at that. That was more Smitty's area, but I'm assuming that a lot of your kind would go along with that because if they think they're stealing you, it makes them more liable to your pranks. Am I wrong?
Depends. Like, I wouldn't say that for the paladins who've been abducting us.
Paladins? She just sighs, gently puts you down. I need a seat somewhere.
Mm,
She just looks
What?
around for a seat, can't find it, and then just sits cross-legged on the ground.
What?
It's these kind of reasons why I had a problem with the religion thing in the first place. Just the injustice of it all, people using their beliefs to hurt others.
Well,
tried I
if
tr-
it helps, there might be a little bit of like corruption on that, and it might not be purely religion.
I tried to use my wish orders many years back to try and put an end to that. I thought if I could be on the same level as the gods themselves, I could be the one to oversee that. The one that could be on their side to try and stamp out any corruption, any misuse of power. But apparently, they didn't like that idea. And then
Oh,
that
I
whole
mean,
snake started whispering to us all, and yeah,
Amadeus.
I mean, we'll get back to the snake, but just a little bit of information on that whole religion and gods being assholes. Um, Shadow Lady tried to tell them off, and well, that didn't go so well for her. But what's this about a snake?
initially they were coming to him and just motions to the sarcophagus. But then he convinced us all to meet with this talking snake friend. We all went. They started whispering words that, how best to put it? Do you know, like a good idea can penetrate the mind and just fester?
Yeah.
Imagine that, but with the soul.
Mm.
His words just had a way of reaching to us, just feeding off our worries and our issues.
Yeah, he's a cunt.
That's why we started the crusade here, against our better judgment. And then, when I had a moment of clarity and realized what was happening, I volunteered to be the one to stabilize the island. I tried to convince the rest, and I thought I got through to them, but given how long it's been, although by the sound of it, Some of the others may have been on board as well, but him again points to the sarcophagus.
I doubt the dog was on board, in all honesty.
There's issues. That being said, though, although I'm not entirely, the dog's dead, I think. But Schmitty's around. So you're not allowed.
Smitty's still around.
Yeah.
Smitty was
Yeah,
always.
although he's not a gnome anymore. He's a tiefling now.
Yeah, we had to like reincarnate him.
She just pauses upon hearing that. And she'll get up. And she'll walk over and she'll actually pull you into the tightest embrace, Trickstem, and be like, I'm sorry I called you father yours, Smitty. I'm
That's
sorry about that.
No, that's a different tiefling. Schmitty's not here. He's in his lab. He was assisting us from above.
Tiefling!
That is,
And Schmitty is still kind of small on the small side.
yeah. Schmitty's shorter still, but not like gnome short. But
Well,
Oh,
he gained a few inches then.
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you are all short compared to me. So forgive the confusion there. She'll just back away quickly from you, Trickstem, and be like,
I mean,
apologies for
That's
that.
that's just how you're perceiving things. But yeah.
I can actually call Schmitty if you want.
It has
Oh, the
been
thing.
a while.
Pulls out the thing.
Before you do.
Close.
Yes, please.
That's
I've got. Well, I mean, actually, they're a little bit too big. So, Trickstem, give her some clothes.
Yeah. Sheila. Sorry, I'm eating a prawn cracker.
I know, that's disgusting. I can see that. She quite literally had to try and pull it out of her mouth and only pulled half out.
You wanted gloves?
Clothing.
Close.
Clothes.
Yes.
I mean,
Sure, have some clothes.
Do you have spare clothes? I'm glad that one wasn't over the voice chat. I don't know if it came up or not in the distance. If it did, that's glorious.
I didn't hear a thing.
nope.
Rebecca was just there going. Rebecca just opened up her sheet to check. It's like, we may be stripping off.
I mean,
Oh,
if it comes down
do
to it,
you?
I could probably try pulling something out of the mirror.
So, you see Trickstem just open up their pack, start rummaging through what they've got. And I know there's been a video that's on linked recently where it's like the absurdity of D&D item carrying. Where it's just like, oh yeah, no, you need to empty your bag, let's see what you have. And there's somehow masses of stuff that shouldn't fit in a bag. Without even being a bag of holding. So you see him quite literally just rummaging through. And then pulls out what seems to be a larger than normal sized clothing. It might be a bit tight on her, but that's because it's on the larger end for Trickstem, because he does have a disguise kit.
We're not stripping off.
No, we're not. No. I went in like this.
Why though? You could have worn something nice. So like a grand reveal once you like was meant to get out.
Trickstem, some people like sleeping with pajamas. Some people like sleeping in the nude. Don't judge.
That is a fair point.
Then you get the people that are half and half.
It was more a case of the mists and the energies needed to reach everywhere, like needed the most skin contact it could, or surface contact it could. I'm hoping that's the case, otherwise this island's going to crash though, because he's not flesh anymore, but I'm assuming it'll be fine. I'm assuming. I really hope that's the case. Either that or he lied to me before I went in saying about that. Because if that turned out to be a long prank of his, I would open up that sarcophagus and punch him. She's just saying this while she's getting dressed.
We'll find out soon enough.
Hopefully, well, I've not felt any shakes upon coming out, and it's been more than 15 minutes now. I'm assuming we're good. So who has the device? I believe it's
Me.
Codi.
Yeah, Cody does.
Yep. You dialing up a Smitty?
Aye.
Yep. Does the little the little cogs and stuff start to... Give me a second, I just need to first bomb. This isn't something you've done this time, Rebecca, don't worry. It's something I've just realised.
Hmm?
The little cog device and all that lot, you've had Hex Deck all this time. Oh,
Schmitty is your version of Heimendinger.
the sweet smell of science. So, oh god, he is as well. Shit. So, the cogs and the wheels start to turn in the device. The little hologram pops up. It's like, I see the earthquakes have stopped. The island has stopped shaking. Uh, Readings seem to have stabilized. I believe
Hi!
everything is hi. Sorry. Hi. Congratulations and
Hello,
hi.
boys.
What? Sorry.
I'll show her on the thing.
She'll just look, tilt her head, and just lean in. I know they said you've grown short there, Smitty, but tries to like put a finger on the head. It just goes through the hologram. Oh, you're a ghost.
Nah, it's a hologram.
Yee.
Hello, what?
He's not really here. We're calling him. It's a. Smitty could probably explain it better, actually.
Okay, so you know how Ascending Stone was a thing back in our time? Yeah, yes. Take that idea, but also add a picture to it as well. Like a picture of what's happening at that time. Pretty much that. So you're not in the device. No.
Smitty didn't turn into a genie. I don't think that would work.
God, that's a thing. I forgot about that. I forgot that one of you has a genie ring. Shit.
Yeah, I still have that. Voice
I
in sky.
Yeah, for the bloody wind elemental. Uh, you really have changed over the years. Is it as long as these have been saying? Well, how long have they been saying? Tens of the tens of the tens of the tens of the. Smitty just like looks to you all, like,
Hundreds of years.
Very, very long time.
I'm assuming. Actually, I don't know. That could be several of you that use that. No offense of all, but I get. Anyway, I'm assuming that you got our mutual friend. I guess we should put it in.
Yeah, he's in there.
Okay, glorious, glorious. That just leaves one issue.
Mm.
You know, the whole undead, the souls and that lot that's raised up from the underground and is still kind of trying to ravage the island.
Oh yeah, we do need to take care of them.
Huh.
I fear you may have saved the island, but it's doomed to another way unless we can stop this.
What's a good place for math soothing spirits?
He is going
I
to
don't.
roll something. And he is quite a smart boy, smart, obviously. So how smart boy, smart? Oh, very. Also, I feel like I need to state this. That has been in my vocabulary for some time now, so I guess congratulations are going to you, Santa. Each time it comes up with me, an intelligent player, I always do the smart boy smart now.
What was that?
Smart boy, smart.
Smart boy. Smart boy, smart!
You weren't even for that there for that one shot, were you, Rebecca? I tried to remember who ran that one shot. Every year that ran that one shot, weren't it? Dion or were it David that ran it? No,
No, it was me.
yeah, with Santa playing an orc that was basically smart boy.
I'm being best friends with Kirsten's character.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that was a glorious one shot. Either way. A place to soothe the spirits and, well, that would be the place closest to the gods, I suppose.
Mhm.
The top of the mountain.
Ah, so we now have to climb the mountain that we're underneath.
Unless there's a shortcut, which, I don't believe I've located one. Yes. I mean, there's probably some way to try and gain favor or see if you can rally up some favors. If you want, I can try and set up a meeting between you and a lot of the above islanders.
If we could get a hold of the guide could probably help us the most.
The guide? Who is the guide?
Do you remember Golden? Well, he was split into two, and now there's the guide and the prick. The guide is the nicer half. He's everything that the prick is not. Nice guy, which is why they call him the guide.
He's got this really cool doorway type thing.
Also, did I break Leigh by calling the other dude the prick?
Slightly.
You might have.
I was like, I'm laughing at that, but I'm also laughing at that then because Rebecca's dad just opened the door like we're going, and Rebecca like I'm staying here.
Rebecca's like, yeah, great.
So he looks here, it's like contacting gods may be a bit tricky, especially if they still hold a bit of a grudge for what we did in the past.
It's-
Idea.
Yes.
I have a ring of genie summoning. Do you think that might help?
A genie?
Wish upon Genie.
I will allow you, Ranna, to roll me a. What do we normally roll to try and make people remember stuff that happened previously in sessions of old? I believe it says.
History?
Yes, roll me a history. Let's see if you remember something.
I mean, yeah, that works too.
I know it's
That's
either
a
that or a wisdom
23.
check.
Yeah.
That's a 23 Leigh.
You recall using that ring once before, and it turned out to not be a genie within it, but rather the elemental of air within it, Zephyr. Because you've met a few elementals on your travels. You've met the Sphinx, obviously, Undine, those kind of ones. Codi was the only one to meet the elemental of lightning,
Yeah.
Allo
because they
just
blessed the
making a
weapon.
mental note. She needs to relabel.
But yes, the ring was a way basically to call upon Zephyr.
Pardon, it's not a genie, it's a Zephyr.
Zephyr? Zephyr.
Air elemental.
He just pauses. And you also see the Goliath pause as well. They look to each other, it's like, we remember an air elemental. We don't remember him being called Zephyr.
This might be a different one. I think there's like more than one elemental type situation. They're really nice.
Well, elementals are usually based around the whole elements, obviously, and the powers, and each time they can fluctuate. They grow in strength, they lose in strength, and if they lose their strength so much, they usually have to pass the title on to a fresh body. So it's not beyond a shadow of a doubt that our other elemental passed it on to this Zephyr at some point. So I guess they would never have met us if that's the case. And if they have never have met us, then hopefully they don't hold grudges against us and left us out of it from the gods. Oh God.
Yeah, Allo's just gonna go ahead and try and use the ring because
You try and use the ring. Okay, make me a religion check. I would say, because they're like a
Ooh,
step or two down from gods. So
that is a 21. That is one off from a nat.
okay. So you just start playing around with the ring, just try to get a good signal.
Literally looks like I'm holding it like a cell phone.
Then you all feel a gust of wind just start to blow in. Like you can see the mist that was still around this room swirling and circling. Until a young elven girl appears in the room as well, her hair trailing back as a light blue, with
Hi!
tattooed patterns on her face. Oh, it's you lot again. It's been quite some time. Sorry, I would have kept in contact. I was spending some time with friends. You've met them before, kind of like a wyvern, blue scaled. There was a cat among them, them lot.
Oh, the guys who were at Petra's funeral.
Yeah, yes, those ones. Yes, Sapphire and that lot. Rebecca's just shooting back with two thumbs up in the air, like, ha, I know that name. Yes, what's the issue here?
We
What is this
managed.
place anyway?
We're under the mountain.
Huh.
We managed to stabilize the island, but we need to make it to the top so that we can stop the whole ghost invasion.
Make it to the
Looking
top.
at Smitty's and the Goliath.
Make it to the to the top. Right. Funny you should say that. I was up there just a couple of weeks ago, actually.
Oh?
Yeah. Do you know that sword that you borrowed and then gave back? Uh, y- we took that up. Someone's bit of a change of command up at the top of the mountain, I guess you could say.
Oh?
Well, basically, the whole thing about this sword is the sword goes to whoever's worthy. And when the worthy person who had the sword last passes on, their spirit goes to the top of the mountain to await someone else worthy to take the sword. Yeah, as I said, a bit of a change of command up at top.
Mm,
So is this
Oh.
good for us or bad for us?
Uh, how close were you with this Sapphire and such?
Never met her.
We didn't really have a negative interaction, but I don't think we really had
It's just that
an interaction.
this person knows Sapphire, was kind of close to them, so if you could use that, maybe it would help. Also, just an FYI, Rebecca, because I saw you get like the 1,000 yard stare there. Sapphire's not dead. Don't worry about that. It's not Sapphire.
but someone's dead.
Yeah, someone's dead. Emma, Lisa's dead. No, it's not Lisa. That would be mean. It's not anyone from the Banner Breakers. Don't worry about that, Rebecca. I'm not killing an awful lot of those because I may return to that at some point because that still needs to be finished. But yeah, if you're quite good friends with them, I suppose you could do that. As for getting up there, do you know anyone that lived on the mountain that could travel quite fast up there?
Well, initially we were thinking of the guide, but it's kind of hard to get a hold of him unless he wants to be gotten a hold of.
Uh, the guide would help, but he's currently preoccupied at the moment.
Hmm.
Surely you've all heard about the crisis happening in hell at the moment, yes?
Oh, he's all the way down there.
I mean, we've heard little tidbits. There's been a lot of crisis, honestly.
Yeah. We've been kind of having our hands full with the whole island thing.
Yeah, he's tried to help out down there, tried to get things stabilized a bit, or at the very least, wait, You.
Hmm?
As she points to you, Allo.
Yeah?
Where's your little dragon friend?
Gone.
You got abducted.
The guide mentioned something about that, so I tried to find. Maybe he's trying to find your dragon. I get it now. He's trying to find your dragon. And one of your kind. Points to you, Codi. He's trying to find one of your kind as well.
Well, my kind.
Architect, something like that.
Wait, what happened to Archie?
Same thing that happened to her dragon, apparently.
Damadur!
Also, something about kobold being taken.
Kobold.
Kobold?
Little silver-scaled kobold.
No idea.
Something about
No.
something about a demigod.
Hmm.
I've never met a demigod. They didn't taste good.
Just looking at you, Allo, it's like, no. You're black and white scaled. It's not gonna be with you. You're silver, black and white is. Yeah, no. Don't suppose you know any other kobolds, do you?
I
Oh,
mean,
well, obviously
there's
you.
Kiwi, but Kiwi's a god. I don't think Kiwi's silver either. I don't know. It's been a while. Really need to talk to Kiwi again.
Huh?
I haven't really spoken to her in a
Probably
while.
like a platinum blue.
Did you just bark out ill or something there? Blue.
Blue. Blue's a nice color.
Yeah, more of a platinum blue. But yeah.
Either way, he's trying to figure that out. So, it won't surprise me if he's trying to find a way to get you all down there to try and rescue them.
Hmm.
So he's a bit preoccupied at the moment, so we can't rely on the guide. I'm sure I could try and look into it, but yeah.
Is
Is
there
there
any other flyers that we know of?
I don't know. I don't know who you know.
I mean, there's Sphinx, but we don't exactly have a way of contacting them, and they're an
I
Earth
mean,
elemental.
as elementals, try to keep in contact with each other, but Sphinx can't fly.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that can, and I doubt I can carry all of you.
Didn't you guys save a dragon's baby at one point?
Yeah.
This is a blank face from Allo because Allo was not there.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Talk about owing somebody a favor.
Yeah.
We don't contact her.
I mean, if you've got a name or something, we could try, but wait. Did you say a dragon? You had in contact with a dragon?
Yeah.
I have contact with a dragon every time I look in the mirror.
He's just gonna like hold up one finger, and you see him like just type some stuff into the little console thing next to him, and a hologram pops up next to him, and you do see a white scaled dragon's head appear.
Is that the same one that I saw we've seen before?
Oh.
Indeed, Tundra is on the screen.
Yeah, that's her.
What is this unusual shiny trinkets before me? And why is there a tiny person floating on top? And is that you,
Oh.
Codi?
Hi.
Codi, it's been some time. The
It
children are
has.
doing quite well. Thank you again for
That's
that.
good. I still would have took that guy's berries for you.
Oh yes, and I see Trickstem is still there as well. Where's the others? Where's the tall mast one?
Died.
Dead.
Oh. What about the white-scaled dragonborn with that kept
Not
wearing that
sure.
odd wig?
I'm not sure what happened to her, to be honest.
Probably dead.
I think she went to go fight a Draco Lich.
Purple scale tiefling? What happened to
Tiefling?
that?
Probably dead.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, that
Uh,
one, yeah.
uh,
She left. We're not sure where she went.
What happened to the little human?
Probably
Oh.
dead.
Wait, are they talking about Grace?
I'm sorry, I just love Trickstem being out. Dead. Dead. It's also dead. Probably dead.
What actually happened to Grace?
Oh, you just
Uh,
have Cody die.
Oh, I see there's a bit of black bird there. Oh. Also,
I
it
don't
wasn't
think-
Grace, it was Pixie she was on about.
Uylz has never met Pixie.
That is a good point, you have not. Ooh.
If
So
I ever,
little
Yeah.
human.
if I ever see her again, she's dead.
I didn't realize you hated Grace that much.
Not Grace.
Who's Grace?
Oh. I don't
Was
know.
Grace her name?
Maybe.
No, Pixie.
Ah, Pixie, that was it. Yes, yes, yes. I remember she tried to talk you out of some violent issues.
Hmm.
Personally, I prefer the violence. It got work done.
She yelled at me for being me.
Speaking of, your little kobold friend there seems to have changed quite a bit. Less scrawny, the horns aren't as big anymore.
That's not Raali.
Oh, I wondered why my eardrums hadn't burst yet.
I can
Rob-
fix that.
Raali got tossed into the atmosphere, and we haven't seen her since.
Wait. You, little purple kobold. Just talk again.
Talking.
Uylz?
Maybe. Who's asking?
Tundra's asking.
Oh,
We met some time back when the Arcane used to travel in flocks.
hey. Yeah. How's life treating you? You've got kids now? How's life treating you?
Treats me quite fine since my little friends here helped rescue my children. Yes, it's been treating me quite
Oh,
fine.
that's good.
Uh,
Yeah, that's good.
Undead are kind of ravaging the bottom side. I was actually about to swoop down and help out a bit.
Actually, well, I mean, you could just freeze them all, but but actually, we were gonna ask you a favor. We need to get to the top of this mountain, and but the issue is, it is a mountain, as you can see. I'm currently no longer a dragon.
Yes, I was about to ask about that. What happened?
About 300,000 tons of celestial magic and a couple fireball spells and a really pissed off kobold goddess. But in that sentence, we need to get to the top of this mountain. I can't fly anymore, but you can, and so we were wondering if we could steal you away from what you're currently doing, and get us to the top of this mountain. I don't know.
Please.
Cody's better at explaining it. Cody! Oh, you're right there. Hi. You don't look so good.
You don't
What?
have to shout.
Yeah,
I think it's in our contract that I do, though.
But yeah, so we need to get to the top of the mountain, like he said.
Well, I do owe you all a favor, of course, for helping out rescue my kids, so I'd be more than happy to do that for you, but I do have a meeting to attend first of all with the lower landers, I suppose I call them, given I am on the mountain and they're not.
Yeah.
Smitty at this point just kind of goes, well, I was actually going to suggest that you all attend that as well, just purely because, well, you've helped out so many people on the island. I guess this is you calling in the favors.
Oh.
After all, as I said, you've helped out so many. Pretty much everywhere looks up to you now.
Mm.
They're all
No,
looking to you. As much as they can help, like, fend for themselves for the most part, they'll probably still look to you for help. After all, you're heroes.
I hate humans.
Ah!
That's,
You said the H word!
it's not all humans.
Hello, you got the H word.
The
I hate
H word?
I hate everyone.
Harmonica?
Heroes! I said it! Ah!
I mean, that's not a bad word.
I've become what I hated.
A kobold?
No, actually, kobolds were useful. They were fun. Plus, they made good snacks. But no, but yeah, sure. We'll attend your meeting, but on one condition.
Go
You tell
ahead.
us where you tell us where the meeting's going on because we don't know where it's going on. So we can't attend it.
Tome.
Tom. Oh, Turtle Place, yeah?
No, that's the Turtleway Landing. Tome is the large city.
Tell us the one where we had to.
Yeah, with the casino and the ninjas and the, or I guess with once ninjas because like aren't they all dead now? I don't know. I'm gonna shut
No,
up.
I
You
don't
just
think they're all dead.
you all
Tricks.
just hear a faint echoing boom from Allo's mirror. Just what you perceive to be the faintest call of "There's no such thing as ninjas."
Is that thing rabbit, Allo?
No,
Okay, good.
Oni just thinks ninjas don't exist.
They fucking don't.
Just the freaking man popping out the mirror.
I'm gonna need to see the paperwork on that animal. Make sure that he does have all his shots.
He don't bite.
That's not what the dog said.
So they're all gathering by the end of today / beginning of tomorrow in Tome, so I can send them a message that you'll be attending. Of course, I'll be attending via hologram. Someone's got to stay down here and keep an eye on this place. And the Goliath will just smile like, I'll go along with them. Someone needs to keep an eye on this.
Yes.
That's if you'll have me attend with you, of course. She'll just look down to you all.
Of course.
Why wouldn't we?
You haven't been above ground in a long time.
I haven't. It'd be nice to see the sun again.
Oh yeah, about that. It's pink now.
The sun's
It's
pink?
what?
Yeah.
Uylz don't break their mind.
No. It's good to pre-warn me before I get up there. I think it'd be more shocking if I got up there and it was pink.
No, it's not.
It's pink. They don't know what they're talking about. They're colorblind.
I can always rely on Atra. I can always rely on you.
Always got you back.
Trickstem, roll me a deception. Also, I just realized we're like an hour into today's session. This is the first roll I've had any of you roll today.
Yeah.
Oh god. She just looks at you all. I'll keep my mind on that's pink sun. How did it get pink?
Valentine's Day, God?
You know, things have happened.
The fuck's a Valentine's Day?
Others.
When a mommy day and a daddy day love each other very much, it's a disgusting commercial holiday. Now let's get a move on.
Very well. And I can fast forward you all. Oh, go on. What was that, Codi?
I think that was the BRB.
Okay. I can fast forward you all if you want to, out of this place, unless there's something you want to do on your way to the surface.
You can if you want, but Allo's going to convince the Goliath to toss her like she did Codi.
She's going to do what, sorry?
The tossing thing. It's been a while since Allo's been thrown.
Okay. So go ahead. Are you? What you ask? How are you asking this of her?
Mm, can you do that to me, by the way?
Do what to you?
Toss.
Toss you?
Yeah.
She just looks at you, looks at the height of the ziggurat, looks downwards, looks back to you.
It's just dead ass serious face. Don't throw me off, just toss me up.
Okay, I suppose I can. She's going to
Yee.
pick you up and she's going to toss you, and I'm going to roll a strength check. No, 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 no. I almost did that wrong. I didn't hit enter. I added a 74 instead to that 5. I don't want to do 1d20 plus 574.
You just smash me into the top of the friggin' cave.
It's a 10. It's actually a halfway thing. So, yeah, she tosses you up in the air.
Yeah.
And are you doing anything while you're up in the air?
Probably doing some freaking acrobatics and somersaults because Allo loves being tossed.
Fair. So, you get tossed up in the air, you do some acrobatics, and given that, I'd say you're 5 foot up in the air, so take 2 damage as you hit the ground.
My turn.
What is even happening here? Fine.
Saying,
Trickstem, she just goes up to you, grabs you by the waist.
you just get thrown bar style.
You're yeeted up 15 foot in the air. If you want to say that, yeah, go ahead. So, on the voice chat, say what's going through Trickstem's mind.
As he gets thrown into the air, he has flashbacks to when he was in the circus and almost died when he got yeeted up into the air.
Make me a wisdom save.
Yes. Holy fucking shit.
That wasn't even his fault.
Yeah, so you see Trickstem go up. He's laughing at first when he hits like 5 feet up. And then you start to hear him going, right, no, 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 no. And then as he reaches like 15 foot, you hear screams.
Trickstem, shut up!
And Trickstem is plummeting down 15 foot. So
Can I catch him? This is
He's,
a tiny person asking to be caught.
I was about to say he's like he's like twice your height, if I recall.
I am super strong.
That is also fair. Make me a acrobatics check. No, Allo.
That is a natural 20.
Before you hit the ground, you just feel like a poof, and Allo has caught you. You are still going to be taking some fall damage, but it's not going to be as much. So this is just basically going to be halved. Take 7 falling damage.
Thank you for
So,
saving my life.
Codi and Uylz, you're quite literally watching Trickstem and Allo pestering the Goliath to toss him in the air. What are your reactions to this?
Nothing. The reaction is nothing.
It very much is.
Yeah, I was about to say that actually works. So, you all
At
get to...
least Uylz isn't in the baby carrier. Yet.
It's a good job you didn't take breakfast with you.
Uylz is in the baby carrier now. The moment Trickstem's back on the ground.
Yeah. So, Trickstem, as soon as you put back on your feet, you feel someone scrambling up you, and yours is back in the baby carrier.
Oh, piss off. Fine, you can stay.
I'm sorry, that was the quickest defeat ever. Just yours climbs in the baby carrier. Piss off. Ah, it's fine. Whatever, you can stay.
Just remember, the moment you call him cute, he's probably going to burn your face off.
What'd you
Exactly.
say, Allo?
The moment that you're called cute, you'll probably burn their face off.
You're just going to whack Trickstem in the face.
Right?
Make an
That's what
unarmed,
you get, Allo. That's what you get.
make an unarmed attack.
I mean, it's non-lethal.
Yeah,
but
it's not lethal. It'll only be 1 plus your strength. Because all you're doing is essentially just like a quick slap.
yeah.
So, you're all led to the bottom of the ziggurat. An 18 would hit you. So yeah, you just slapped in the face for 1 plus your strength, which is, what's your strength modifier? Oh, 0. Just one damage. Just take 1.
Ow.
Just a quick little slap to the chop. Is there anything that you need to gather before we head to the surface?
I go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Any other assorted things we may have left with Schmitty?
The animals.
I'm just sat here judging Rebecca. Because
Yes.
what? Yeah, because quite literally, as soon as said, "Is there anything you need to pick up?" I just looked over at Rebecca, sort of shaking her head. I'm like, "Really now?"
I
Oh, is
have no
Trickstem
excuse.
leaving breakfast behind?
No.
So
You're a horrible parent.
This is why I'm not going to be a parent in real life. I'll just forget them.
I mean-
actually, something I'm going to quickly do while you're heading down the ziggurat, make me perceptions. Because you're
Oh,
also
let's-
high up at this point, you will actually be able to spot something. That is a pass from Trickstem. And that is a pass from Allo. Yep, Codi passes. I believe Santo did a BRB. So, you three, look over to your right where you're still seeing like the little smoke plumes coming from the gnome village, or where the gnome village was. And it's a bit clearer on this side than it was on the other side. There's not so many trees in the way.
Oh,
And you see absolute devastation of that village. As if the village has been razed to the ground.
I feel kind of sorry for those gnomes.
You see a bandit in the middle, just on his knees, hands up in the air, a norm in each hand. But then, as you get a bit further down the ziggurat to get a bit closer look, the body seems to have been desiccated, as if just like the soul's been ripped out of him. So it's just like a mummified body holding 2 mummified gnomes in the middle of a destroyed village.
That's scary.
Huh.
Do we want to know what happened there?
Was it that what could have done that?
You can make me a wisdom check.
Eh?
I don't think Cody met the character.
You would have done so because it was when you were going up to the art district. I think you just went there for that session.
Hmm.
A 17 from Allo. You believe, like you remember seeing the souls as soon as they were released wash to the southeast to escape the underground. You believe to do so they went over the gnome village. Pretty much ripped the soul from every gnome and that one bandit guy from his body.
Oh. So they essentially got whitewashed, ghost style. Well, I suppose at least they went quickly. But we should probably hurry so that doesn't happen anywhere else.
So, you all head over to. Oh, actually, I should probably. I've just realised something.
What
Because
did you just realize?
how are you getting back to Smitty's place?
Well, I mean, I could stuff everybody back in the mirror and then use cinder.
That is true. Yeah, that would do it. I just need to make sure you remembered somewhere to get there fast enough, otherwise it'd be taking a few days. So, Allo corrals you all back into the mirror and takes off. Just say this just to fast forward this part. So you all get back to Smitty's little place. And Allo, you just race into Smitty's place. You just go over to your pets and just kind of start to corral them into the mirror. So Trickstem, you see breakfast just tumble through the portal and just scurry up to you. Looks a bit sad because her usual spot has been taken by Uylz.
Uylz, get out.
I'm mildly curious to see how the Goliath is dealing with being in the
Uylz has just psychologically gotten back. What's Uylz?
Uylz is in the harness, but breakfast is now here. So only if Uylz also wears a harness to carry breakfast, this would work.
For speedy
anyone have a
travel,
spare
it's about a
harness?
near. No, I think there's only one baby harness. Terribly sorry.
Mail up, Uylz.
Also, just to catch you up, Santa, since you're a BRB,
Yeah.
what you've missed is, as they were coming down the ziggurat, they got a clear review of the Gnome village. The Gnome village has been razed to the ground. The bandit person that you sent to the Gnome village was found on his knees with a glorious look on his face, with a gnome in each hand, but his body had been mummified as if the soul had just been ripped out and the life drained from him.
That's what we call a gargamel.
Pretty much. And you all got into Allo's mirror as she hopped on Cinder to get you to Smitty's place before the end of the day.
So, this is how it is, Trickstem.
You're gonna need to move up a little bit. Just like
You abandoned me on
No,
the day of
I'm
my
not-
daughter's wedding.
who the fuck is your daughter?
I don't know. I probably have one.
Yeah, knowing you probably would.
Yeah, I mean, I was quite the gecko, but Uylz is going to start crawling up onto Trickstem's head, where he's going to sit or sort of hang on to the horns. Okay, that's
Remembering, if I recall right, that one of your horns is broken.
oh, is it not grown back yet?
I don't know if it did or not. Did it grow back? I can't remember.
Well, it's been some time.
It has been, and you have had healing spells cast on you since then. So I'd assume that if it hasn't fully grown back, it's nearly grown back. Like I know Codi's horns get broke a lot as well, but I believe Codi's horns have grown back somewhat too, aside from one of them.
Namr thing. They grow back really quickly.
Yeah.
They're brittle, but they just grow back real quick.
So you also sat on your head. Breakfast climbs into the baby carrier. Ego just wanders in his larger than before state, followed by Click Clack. I tried to think if there were any other pets that y'all left down there. I don't believe there was.
We had a manticore. We had a manticore friend.
Oh my god, if we fit the
We
manticore.
also had
it's going to be hilarious.
chimera friend. I think a drake friend.
No, I think the chimera was actually Earth Elemental's pet.
Oh yeah, the chimera was Earth Elemental's pet. You're right.
And technically speaking, I think the manticore is Smitty's pet.
Manticore is Smitty's
technically,
pet, but
yeah. Yeah, but you do see like a large lion head poke its way into the mirror, just as if it's
Oh,
trying to climb through, and then you just hear Smitty's voice on the other side going, "No, no, 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 you're staying here, you're staying here."
It just ends up getting in and it just drags Smitty with it.
there's also the big bugbear too, or not bugbear, but owl bear.
Yes, he's got a bugbear as a pet. I'm staying here for the food and the luncheon.
I like chewing on bones. I'll take the bones.
So, with your pet back, you proceed on Cinderella to the entrance, up the long corridor way, past where that old mansion was, where you all switched bodies for a bit. Past what seems to be Allo, and I'll let you roll a perception for this,
Really?
given Allo's the only one out of the mirror.
18.
What seems to be the body of an Aarakocra.
Spit. It's not a goose, is it?
It's not a goose. The goose wasn't an Aarakocra. The goose was a goose.
Ah, okay.
Right, is it the one Geneva?
What, sorry?
Is it Geneva?
Jivanta.
Jivanta.
Yeah.
Hey, Jivanta, he says, holding up the homunculus. How's your bottle?
You're in the mirror.
Oh, I am in the mirror. Never mind.
You just
Much
you
here,
just
probably.
hear like the mirror just banging on the other side, Allo, as you as Uylz are just looking out the mirror. But yes, you do believe that the body was washed over as well by the spirits.
Oh.
Mainly because they went vanishing. Actually, yes, that's actually a good point. Make me a medicine check, Allo, if you wish.
Okay.
Because I almost forgot something that makes more sense.
That is a natural 20, which is a 27.
As you're passing by, you notice something about the body. Even though it's desiccated, it looks like it's been drained of all potential life. You see a giant explosion, like, thing from its back.
Huh.
What seems to be just a smouldering poker chip nearby.
Rip poker chip.
Because if you recall right, Miasma did plant that poker chip back onto Jivanta. So yes, Jivanta. That's Jivanta's exit from the thing. Because we never actually got an exit for that. So,
Nope.
you make it through the cave and back to the outside to the island and to, well, the outside of the mountain where you can see Tome in the distance. Because if I
Huh.
recall right, it was just a bit of a walk from there. I believe I do actually still have the map that I have not pulled up in quite some time. Map of
Go!
GL. Show to players. So, if I recall right, you took the pathway that was next to. How did you get it down into here? Ah, yes, no, you were halfway up the mountain, basically. Where you see like the soul of the island and that little doorway going in? It was somewhere in there. So you are actually halfway up the mountain roughly now. So you do see Tome just down below, as well as the dam just nearby too.
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long to get to.
Yep.
How much time do I have left before Cinder turns back into a figurine?
How much time does Cindy last?
24 hours, if I remember correctly.
Right up there, if it was like midday. Going through that. I'd say it's getting close to ending now. Like,
Okay.
you think you might just have enough time to get to Tome if you just went as the crow flies.
As long as nothing gets in the way, we'll be there in no time.
Indeed. So you fly, and as you're flying your way down to Tome, I'm going to count this for everyone but Allo, because Allo would have had to stay up to ensure all this. Everyone else can count this as a long rest.
Doop, 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 doop.
Allo, you are
Sure.
kind of exhausted from this. Like, you haven't been doing much walking, so you're fine on that front, but you have been up for almost 24 hours.
Good point. I'll probably end up sleeping in the mirror at some point while
You-
people carry it for me.
You do have, like, I'm going to give you a level of exhaustion.
Eh,
But eventually you do make it back to Tome, but through your sleepy, blurry eyes, you do see what seems to be battling down below in several different places, where you feel like people are trying to push back the souls. And you arrive in Tome, where people are trying to set up defenses and barricades. You see several mages and clerics setting up wards to try and keep the spirits out. And someone runs up to greet you all. It seems to be a small Namir, who runs up to you. Allo's like, have we met before? Yeah, no, we've met before. I'm sure I saw you running around when the whole peacock thing was happening.
This is a tired Allo looking at another name here. Do I need to roll to see if I recognize them?
With disadvantage, roll me a history.
That's an 18.
Yes, you do. This is one Freddy Flashbang, I believe his name was.
Oh, Mr. Flashbang. Hi.
Yes. Hi. We
The
were
others are
told
in
of
the
you.
mirror if you want to talk to them.
Ah,
Sleeping.
we were told of your approach. If you, I was about to say if you're all rested, but you look like you're about to fall asleep at any minute.
Well, everybody else has been resting. I've just been rushing to get here.
Well, everyone's waiting in the meeting room. So if they're all
Cool.
ready, and wait, why do you in a mirror?
It's a special mirror.
You've just got. Who in the mirror would be closest to the mirror's exit at the moment? Would you say?
Probably Codi. She doesn't really like it in there.
Yep. Cody, you see a Namia just peek their head around and peer in. Ah! That's Cody, you're tiny. Why are you in a mirror?
Transport.
What happens if the mirror breaks?
Don't break my mirror.
I'm not going to break your mirror, but you got to think about these things.
Please don't break the mirror.
I don't think Cody likes it in there.
I
You guys
really
want me to let you out now or later?
Let me out.
So
Okay.
I'm going to assume with that, Cody tumbles out.
Yeah.
They're like,
Just lands right on top of Flashbang.
hi.
Hi, it's been a while. Everyone's waiting for you in the town hall at the moment.
Has been a time, hasn't it?
It really has. We've almost got the city rebuilt.
Dang.
Eh, when you have so many hands working together and... Well, before you all came, none of the town cities really were buddy-buddy, would you say? Like, they tolerated, but they would have really come to each other's aid tad much, but yeah, things have been changing.
That's good.
Indeed. I'm assuming at this point, Trickstem and Uylz will come out as well as Miasma.
Yeah.
The moment the Goliath lady is out,
Oh yes, and her.
and Cinder is gone, Cinder is back in the bag, and Allo is going to, with all respect, climb onto her shoulders and just fall asleep.
She just shrugs and just like helps keep you secure. So, follow me then. I suppose I'll lead you to the town hall. Yeah, quite a few people from all around actually have carried. It's quite the unusual sight. And as you're approaching, I'm not even going to make you all roll perceptions for this. Like, you've got the town hall right in front of you. And then to the side of that, a large white dragon is just curled up in the courtyard with her head sticking through an open double window.
I'll go up and touch her snout.
I mean, her head's inside the building.
Oh.
That's what I mean. Like, she couldn't fit in the building itself, so the best way she could get into the meeting is put her head through a window.
I go inside the building and
Yep.
put my hand on out.
Oh, you have made it. Glad to see you.
Hi.
And as you all enter and look around, you're not going to recognize that many faces, obviously. Codi and Trickstem, however, you will recognize quite a few faces. Do you recognize the mayor of Turtle Bay Landing? You will recognize the king of Bongeg, which is the where's the map? It's the place of the river people. You will recognize someone that you weren't expecting really, given they aren't really the leader of the village, but Pringles is sat there. From Misty Path Village. From Tome, you have two representatives. You have the cat girl that actually, well, the Tabaxi that spoke at Petru's funeral, the current leader of the ninja clan, Lisa, as well as the head of the Assassin's Guild, Snipe, the large cobra-like person. You have what seems to be an abomination also sat there. Just at the table, not really active. I think not like the spider abominations or anything like that. Just like what seems to be a large mutated human with a couple of heads.
It's just like, ah, wait.
Oh, right. Hi. Don't think we've met before.
No.
I Fan. He for each syllable of that, he points to a different head. We decided to split the name up for that kind of thing. It makes the most sense. I understand the whole wariness because we've heard about your experiences with the corruption and such, but don't worry, we've got our minds, both of them. We're currently living in Yarno.
Isn't that where you used to live?
Looks to Allo.
Allo is literally zonked out on the Goliath's shoulders.
Oh, she's asleep.
You also see what seems to be a modified version of the Clockwork Ravens. Like just one of them sat on the table.
Black, your sibling.
It just turns its head, cocks its head slightly, opens its mouth, and a voice comes out that is quite familiar to you, Cody. Oh, This one is my messenger, given I can't travel there myself, unfortunately. The old body is kind of falling apart still, but it's holding up as long as I stay here. But I'm still at the mansion. You'd recognize that voice to be like the Clockwork Grandma.
Oh, Grammy.
Yes, I see the small one is asleep still.
She had a long day.
Best to let her rest then. You also see a elf sat at the table as well, quite a familiar one for you, Codi and Trickstem. They were the one that helped you commune with the Dryads back in the Whispering Woods. A once Tassara. Just going through like the little parts in the map, being like, yeah, who else? Uzu, the jailer, is there. The cassowary. Freely is there. Freely has already just like got on from the table and has got over and just scooped you up, Gordy. Just like pulled you into the tightest cuddle.
Didn't I awaken freely?
You
Yeah.
did indeed. He's just there going, I'm so glad you came back.
Of course I'm back.
For a while there, I was worried. I was so worried.
You don't have to be worried no more.
The Drider, Atra, is also there. He just kind of just sheepishly waves to you all.
Hi.
There is also
You're the okay one.
a owlbear-like person sat at the table. Just looking like she doesn't want to be there. Just like, Miri keeps getting pulled into these things. And of course, you've got the dragon head poking through the window. The Goliath lady takes her seat. They're all kind of wary of her at first. It's like, who's this? We don't know who this is.
She's an ancient hero.
She's the person that was keeping this island from sinking.
Yes.
You hear like a few whispers or something, especially some of like the older beings. And I'm going to want people to roll me a perception on this last one. Just this one. Yeah. Y'all. Yep, Trickstem gets a 15.
Uylz doesn't notice.
Uylz, I'm going to assume you're catching up with Tundra at this point in person. Because
Yeah.
this is actually someone that knew you back in your dragon days. So,
Oh yeah, Uylz will very much be catching up with Tundra.
Yep. Allo, you're still asleep. You're having snooze. So we're just
Yeah, I
waiting to
was
see
gonna
what
say.
Cody's perception is.
1 second. Just give me a moment. Things running slow.
It's okay. How long have we been doing session for? Just over an hour and a half. We'll try and go to 2 hours for this. But my God. Just while we're waiting for this perception roll to come up. Oh, nat 20. Excellent. Just as this, well, just a quick little thought. Just think about it. There's only going to be like 1 or 2 more sessions of the Devil Darlings. Sorry, that just popped up into my mind. Yes. Trickstem, something catches out the corner of your eye. Codi, as you're chatting with Freely, you quite literally feel like a wave of energy just course over the room. And you look to a wall and find a door that wasn't there before.
There's a door.
And as the door opens, you see a scruffy old man try and quickly run out like, and then get pulled back with like, no.
What?
And a familiar blue-scaled kobold exits, flanked by what
Okay.
seems to be 2 rat folk that are very familiar to everyone but Uylz. Now, are you going to be on your best behaviour? Oh, sorry, that's the wrong voice. Sorry, excuse me. I don't know why I failed to do the actual voice there. Wow, bad me. So are you going to behave and be on your best behaviour? She just looks to the rat folk next to her.
Ulrike makes no promises.
Okay. It's just, the timelines and all that, but,
Ulrike makes no promises.
Squeaky, keep an eye on her in case anything happens. And Kiwi will just take a seat. Like, a couple of the people that are attending this place, they'll rush up with a couple of extra seats. One for Ricky and one with a booster seat for Squeaky to sit in. So, I believe it's time to get this meeting started, now that we're all here. Codi, Devil Darlings, thanks for attending. You have heard about, and she'll just point to the Goliath. You have heard about. I don't personally know you. I don't personally have beef with you myself. I've just heard third-hand stories, I guess. But
She's
I'm not.
alright.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let it affect this meeting.
She's alright. She was manipulated.
Yes, quite. You know who it is, Damadur. I believe you called him. You know, the snake thing. Quite a few people at the table actually just started to go, yes, we've heard about that. You even hear just one voice of someone going, bastard Togoni.
Yeah.
It was Anna that said that.
Oh.
Like, Anna knew Horny, or Anna liked Horny. And Kiwi just looks around. Yes, he's taken someone quite, you see a struggle even to say the word dear. Someone I was trying to get quite dear with, someone I was trying to catch up. Fuck, wrong voice again. Give me 5 moments. Yeah, he took someone close to me, someone I was trying to get quite close to. Uh, my daughter. But we sent the guy to try and find him. We tried to get that sorted out. We're in contact with some of our friends as well to see if they can help do a bit of a rescue. But that's neither here nor there. We're here to discuss the whole ghost situation on this island. I believe our little gnome friend that we have in common now, well, tiefling, I should say, my bad, has come up with an idea. How'd they come up with an idea?
Mm.
I mean, you're the one that we're talking with them. You lot.
Yeah.
Just the abomination just slams their fist at her. It's like, well, they're just ghosts, right? We can just bit of magic, bit of holiness. Poof, they can bugger off, right?
Where are you proofing them to?
To the afterlife. Wait.
But they're not from the afterlife. I mean, yeah, we've got to get them on, but that's a lot more complicated than what you're making it out to be. Some of these souls might be hundreds, thousands years old.
Ah.
Like, and a lot of them are really Schmitty on the machine because I don't remember what he said. But like,
Well, I
I mean,
believe
yeah, you could just punch them a lot, and they might just like poof for a bit, but they're undead.
one of the ideas that we had in mind, and Tony just looks over at you all had something to do at the top of the mountain, I remember.
Oh, yeah, we're going to the top of the mountain. Artifact, right? Cody, right? Trickstem, right? Allo, right?
Yeah.
Miasma, who is most definitely here right now, right now.
Yes.
Oh shit, are you actually here? Oh,
Oh,
that was actually a really good impression. I actually thought that was her. I was like, what? I was like, when'd you get here?
Sneaky
But
Inferno sneaking in and doing a Santa.
yeah, I'm just gonna stop talking now.
The element of air, Zephyr, is already up there at the moment, trying to get things prepared for that. Uh, if we can defend this city, we should be fine. We have mages already traveling to the other main sectors to get these charms and such already inscrolled into the borders to try and keep them out. And
So you're making countermeasures against undead, right?
indeed,
You should probably do countermeasures against demons
well,
because, like, um, I mean, we foiled a good majority of his plan this far.
that's
So, like,
actually that actually was going to be the next talk of business with this whole
oh, okay,
alliance we've got going on.
cool.
Because you are absolutely right there, Uylz. We
Did you
do.
just forget my name?
You've gone by so many names over the years, my
Ever,
friend.
is this Kiwi talking, or is
No,
this?
it's Tundra.
Oh yeah, you know what? It's okay. You're right. It's hard to remember,
It
but yeah,
it's also hard to
yeah.
remember which names you prefer to go by, because
Yeah, just call me Uylz. It's
very
fine.
well.
That's what they call me.
Well, as said, we do have the guide looking into trying to get them back, which does involve going into his lair, his domain. But he will most likely be sending some forces up here, given how many plans have been filed of his. He's most likely going to be coming for you lot, though.
well, duh.
But at the same time, we kind of want you down there. We do have an idea, but we don't know how well it's going to work.
You know what? It's ringing it till you make it, right?
The changelings down there, well, we know that there's more than just the one changeling. From what we heard from Smithy, you didn't destroy the village that they lived in, so they should still be alive, right?
For the most part, yeah, they're shaken. I mean, they found out that the bad guy who was murdering people, and then they watched him turn into a monster. And then they watched him turn into a dragon, which was honestly the better part of that whole shabacle. But
If we could
I
try,
mean,
if we could try and convince them or get them on our side, our idea was they was going to take your forms and spread out among the land. That way, Damadur may be fooled into thinking one of their groups is you, while you all sneak in.
um, what's to stop him from hitting them all at once?
Well, if he tries to do that, his forces will be spread thin, won't they?
I mean, yeah, but we're also facing against the undead.
Well, this isn't going to be until after the undead are dealt with. So, we try to take our problems one at a time rather than hitting everything at once is spreading our voices, Finn, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. I thought we were. I thought we were hitting.
No.
Makes better sense now. Yeah, sorry. That makes better sense now than it did earlier.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it. That's if you're all fine with us. I know we've asked so much of you all already. Like, and I know that your relation with us isn't the best. Like, us gods have kind of screwed, well, all of you over, but you lot especially over. Several times.
We're holding true to that promise, right?
Yes, once this is all dealt with, you will be getting your wishes.
Well, I mean, I know Cody wants to punch him in the face, and
Yeah.
I don't mind slapping a demon lord around for a bit. And I think Allo's got some pent up aggression towards him for some reason. I don't remember the exact reason.
Oni.
So, I don't know who that is, but
You see, Kiwi actually looked quite saddened as she looks down. It's like,
PRP.
Oni. He took Oni.
but I
Yeah.
mean,
I know what it's like to lose teammates, so I can understand her pain.
so I mean, I don't. That might just be like a fun thing, just slapping him around for a bit. So, yeah, no, I don't know. I'm on board. I don't know about the others. I think they're on board. Are you on board, Trickstem?
Sure.
Well, I mean, you still
Co-
need to save your friend as well, don't you?
DS. Yes.
Wait, you have
You
Fran?
remembered the friend. You remembered the name. I'm happy.
Oh,
Oh, I love the fact that also you didn't respond to yours going, you have friends.
Yes, I do actually, and you're one of them. So shut up. Deal with it.
just dead
Deal with it.
on the floor, convulsing, dying.
I'm sorry, but I'm loving the idea now. Like, if this is how much issues people had with Trickstem, wait until they realised that in chapter 2 you wanted to play as Bobby Bob.
I will not be playing volleyball for the fact that everyone else will drop out of the games. So
You do that, I'm playing Benny.
No.
we could go as a duo. I mean, I'm up for it.
I've already promised Ranna that I'm going in.
Oh.
You can join us as a trio.
Oh.
So,
I'm dying, sorry.
so we're gonna try plotting out what we need to do if we're going to strike against Damadur. But I suppose the faster we can get you lot off the mountain, the faster we can get this situation sorted out at the moment. Tundra, is that okay with you? Tundra just slowly nods and then looks to you all. Just meet me outside when this is done, and we can get going. You may want to wake her up first after she's had a rest. We don't want her falling off.
It's got Allo on the head.
Allo! Whack.
I stop you from.
You stop the whacking?
Yeah,
Wow.
because Allo was sleeping.
It is the only way to wake her up.
No, it's not.
Have you ever read a story?
Let's take a moment to realize that you're going to have to jump to get it out because she's on the Goliath's shoulder sleeping.
It's how the princess woke the sleeping prince by bitch slapping him in the face. It is the only way.
I mean, if she needs her rest, we can give it a moment. I'm sure a couple of
complete
hours isn't going to hurt the whole.
In complete honesty, Cody would have just climbed the barbarian. Or climbed Goliath.
So, if that's fine, we can do a meet at Ricky. No, put down the file, Ricky. No, I saw that.
Never.
Squeaky, take the file off her. Just like Kiwi and Ricky both giving Squeaky glares. There's a raise in it for you if you do it, Squeaky. Oh.
There is life for you if you do not, Squeaky.
So, we're done here. I guess meeting adjourned for now. Same time next month.
Yep.
Hopefully, no. Not that I don't like you, just hopefully we don't have to continue to deal with this problem.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Also, I don't like you.
Sad
joking.
kobold noises.
That's a joke.
So, as everyone starts to disperse and head their own ways outside of this building, I'm assuming you're going to give Allo a bit of time to get herself to a nice, decent rest. Still asleep. Uylz the copy doesn't go in the apple pie. It'll taste like turkey.
The fuck? What's this about me making an apple pie taste like turkey? Hello?
How long have we been going? So, you all...
Slapping.
You're slapping Allo awake.
No, when she wakes up, I'm slapping her.
Okay. So I'm going to say like a couple of hours pass, long enough to give Allo a long rest. Because that was... I know it didn't seem that long of a meeting, but it would have been a long meeting. There would have been other things discussed. I just basically highlighted the important bits. Mainly because I didn't want to do like a 6 hour long session where most of it is talks that aren't relevant. We don't want to do a prequels. So, Uylz, you go up and you, well, how is anyone waking up Allo, or are you just going to let Allo wake up naturally?
If nobody does, Uylz will.
I like woke her up by just kind of like patting her on the head.
Yep. Allo, you feel like a pap on your head as you're sleeping? But, let me just quickly describe something. As you were sleeping, Allo, you saw in the distance, as you found yourself in what seemed to be a large void, two shapes, just like hunched over at first, but then rising up to their full size. Two draconic shapes watching down on you. Just tilting their heads and then slowly approaching. But before you can get a good look at them, you feel a pap on the head. And you slowly wake up.
I just imagine that Allo's been perfectly on the Goliath's shoulders this entire time.
Oh, pretty much any time it felt like you were swaying to one side or about to fall off, the Goliath would actually correct it. Just be
This
like,
is cozy.
so yes, you wake up and you find a Codi next to you.
Cody's just attached to the Goliath's arm.
No, on her other shoulder, like.
Pretty much, she does have quite wide, broad shoulders, so even though
But
you're
you're-
like around her neck, Codi's just perched like a parrot on her shoulder.
Hi, Cody.
Time to wake up. It's time for school.
I was homeschooled.
A joke. But, you know,
You were homeschooled. Yes, and it's time for you to be homeschooled again. Only, your teacher's got dead, your home is gone, so your school is gone, and...
Cody, can you punch the voice in the sky for me?
She can see it too. I knew it. I wasn't... Sorry. I'm in a cage.
Quiet. If you don't stay quiet, I won't feed you a... They're made of broken glass, hopes and dreams.
It's fine. The guide made my made my alchemy flask slushy enabled.
It's okay, I have a taser. Who wants to be tased?
Architect.
You'll tase the pseudo dragon.
Sorry, taste.
You ever do any?
Damadur gets pantsed.
So,
Damadur doesn't wear pants. He's a fucking snake.
It's the equivalent of snake pants. Be quiet.
He
if,
doesn't even wear a belt.
if Damadur wore pants, he wouldn't have so many kids.
Good point.
I think I just broke Rebecca slightly then.
The funny thing is, we've actually only ever met like 2 of his kids.
So, you all gather to Tundra. As she lowers herself to the ground as close as possible and lets you climb up one of her wings to get to her back. Hold on tight. You know how fast dragons can go. I'm sure Uylz has told you many of his exploits of how he used to fly around all the time and burn villages.
Allo literally nestling into the points between
Really?
scales and spikes.
Oh,
I
Uylz is
kind of blend in right here. Hee
Told you I was a dragon.
Yes,
I-
go on, Codi.
I still don't believe you.
You know what, Cody? I love you, but I don't love your opinion. Luckily for me, it has, and it will go to hell.
So, as Tundra takes off into the skies to head to the top of the mountain, we're going to end on one last quick thing. Allo,
hee.
a voice enters your mind. Someone casts send message on you, and you hear Tundra's voice speak out. So when were you going to tell me you had draconic blood in you?
Confused face.
Do the rest know that you're part dragon?
Brutally honest, I didn't even know that I was part dragon.
And that's where we're going to end it for this week. 1 or 2 more sessions of the Devil Darlings to go, peeps. 1 or 2 more sessions of Chapter 1.
I'm crying.
You're not crying, I'm crying.
3 years.
Has it really been 3 years? Oh. I mean, you know.
I've literally watched Atra grow before our very eyes.
From 13 till 16.
Like, the weirdest part is if we kept on, if I found some way to extend this for a couple more years, you quite literally would have become a young adult in the time that we finish this.
I mean, chapter 2 maybe? If it lasts for the
Yeah,
same amount of time.
I will do. Like, I'm not going to be taking like a 2-year long break before chapter 2. If I'm going to say like I do want to say that, but at the same time, it depends on what happens with people doing the other Saturday games after this. Like if people want to run other Saturday games or such. Because I know me and Dion, we've technically got that game that Luke's running at the moment.
Bold.
Yeah, you know, when
Right.
Luke gets around to running it.
It's usually just in finding time to.
Yeah. And there is that hell of a boss campaign I do want to start up at some point, which could be fun. I don't think. Actually, I should watch what I'm saying. I was about to say, I don't think it's going to run as a permanent thing, that hell of a boss one. But I also remember the saying the same about the Dark Tides of Runeterra.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, you did.
That was always supposed to be, you know, the module, and then we carried on. And unlike the Devil Darlings, where I quite clearly have an end point in sight, which I do for this chapter, I don't see one for the Dark Tides of Runeterra because there's so much storyline to go off.
There's a lot of shit we can do in that particular one.
There really is. Anyway, though, we've been recording for 2 hours, 5 minutes, I believe. Now is a good time for me to say thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next time on the Devil Darlings.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Actually, I'm curious about something before I close this. Has Rebecca been coming over the thingy twice for you all, like over mine and then over hers, or
Nope.
has it just been...
It's just been hers.
Okay, glorious. We managed to get the correct distance in the room. Remember, social
Mm.
distancing in houses.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
scary. It's scary when she shows up to my dorm, though, especially when she shows up with like a fucking hatchet, and I have to call the cops on her.
Or when I've got the anesthetic.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
no,
they're the
it's
same thing
it's
now.
horrifying, especially since she lives an
Yeah.
entire ocean away from me. Like, it's terrifying.
It terrifies
so,
me.
Leigh, if you could you come to the U.S. and grab her? It's not that I don't like her being around. It's just that she's been trying to put me with pointy objects, and I'm allergic to pointy objects.
You
So,
say
I'm
this,
sure
but your
you're not.
icon is very pointy.
yeah. So if you could, well, see, that's why I'm dim-witted.
Mhm.
But if you could come grab her, please. Also, while you're doing that, if you could Jaffa cake, please. That'd be
I
nice.
bloody love Jaffa cakes.
I was
Yeah,
going to try
I'm kind
and...
of actually out of the biggest thing that I'm angry about. Stab me. You came all the way down to the U.S. to kill me, and you didn't even bring Jaffa cakes for me.
I
Yeah,
was
I
going
was
to...
making the experience even worse.
I was going to end this recording with me just saying she's not my problem, she's your problem now, but now you just got me craving Jaffa cakes. And I don't think we've got any in.
Oh,
We've
Shame.
got, I think we've got 2 mini rolls left, but we've not got Jaffa
wait.
cakes.
So you're telling me you don't have Jaffa cakes?
Shame. I've never had a Jaffa cake.
Here's
so-
something that
Then-
Dion will be able to attest for, and Rebecca will be able to attest for as well. Whenever I have Jaffa cakes, they don't last a day.
Oh,
They
So
don't
then
even
why
usually
am I-
last a couple of hours
so then why am I here?
to suffer. Yeah. He's not-
Thank you for coming back. Oh, by the way,
Oh, yeah,
we
she
should
did
play
that.
Grounded at some point together.
Oh yeah, we
What?
should play 4-player grounded at some point.
Do we want to make a new save for that, or are we going to use another one?
If we're going to do that, we'll probably hop onto the save that me, Dion, and Santa have all been playing on.
Yeah.
I just realised I have not clicked stop recording.
No, you need to.
If people want to see more grounded, let us know.
Yes, please. Type it in the chat.
Type anything in the chat. We're lonely.